You know, this kind of whole, I personally feel this is coming off the heels of Farrakhan's 4th of July speech.
Sure.
Where he said, those of you that say you're Jews, I will not give you the honor of calling you a Jew. You're not a Jew. You're so-called. You're Satan. And it's my job now to pull the cover off of Satan. And he went on to say, like, every Muslim, when they see a fake Jew, grab a rock. And this is kind of what I feel is the energy, and a lot of people look up to Farrakhan.
All right, so y'all, that was DJ Vlad when he said he misquoted Farrakhan on purpose to DL Hughley, someone who he was asking about religion, and DL Hughley's not religious. So he knew he could get away with that misquote without DL checking him, and he did. Now, the comment section, everyone was going in. Vlad goes back, this sneaky motherfucker. He goes back, and he edits that part out. So if you watch the interview of DL Hughley with Vlad that he dropped 6 days ago, you won't be able to find that clip. And he's basically like, oh, Farrakhan's advocating violence. And this is what the media has been preaching for years, that Farrakhan is just, you know, crooked Muslim who advocates violence, and he just wants to see black people take over white Americans, and it's ignorant. I guarantee you, and this is how strong the media is. They painted Obama out to be the greatest thing black people ever gotten, and motherfuckers will fight over Obama all day. Now, if he would have misquoted Obama and said something, you think DL or some of these motherfuckers wouldn't be calling him out for a cancellation? But they've told you that Farrakhan ain't shit, and they literally blackballed him last year on social media. So he can get away with disrespecting a solid motherfucker like Farrakhan, basically. And what Farrakhan actually said was throw the rock of the truth. That, you know, he didn't say nothing about throwing rocks at fucking people. You know what I mean? But this is the shit. And like I say, he did it on purpose. He misquoted him. So Corey Holcomb went in on his show and basically went the fuck in on him.
Well, we're final. Well,
you know, and Corey put him on blast. You listen to this shit.
Gets in his feelings.
Well, we're finally getting on cold. When
get me to go on this show, I didn't know who the fuck he was. So when my people was like, yo, they want you to come do this show, woo, woo, woo. I mean, I'm just not like the regular nigga. I was like, well, who the fuck show is it? And they like, oh, it's this dude. I'm like, is it major industry production? They like, no, it's in a fucking little ass spot in Van Nuys. I'm like, so it's shit like mine, right?
No, that was the wrong question.
No, let me get this one out, Bobby. So I said, I got in touch with Vlad. And I'm like, well, shit, come do my show, I'll do yours. He ain't want to do my show. So you know what the fuck that mean. I ain't finna do yours.
Right.
So now I find out that he tried to get one of our elites, the minister, Farrakhan, to do his show, and Farrakhan didn't do the show. And he felt some kind of way about that. So he has, and somebody sent me this video where they backing up everything they said. Vlad misquoted the minister. And I feel like he did it intentionally because Vlad gets in his feelings when you get to talking about his people. And I want to say this in case Vlad is watching. Your people are the dirtbag Hollywood running motherfuckers. I'm talking about find out who run Hollywood, because you was asking questions about Nick Cannon. Oh, Nick Cannon's my friend, so I'll talk to him before I say something about it. Then you said something about Nick Cannon in another episode. But I'm saying this. Nick Cannon apologized about what he said because dirtbags run Hollywood, and they will blackball your career if you don't do what they want you to do and say what they want you to say. I want you to know that, Vlad. Don't try to make excuses for who the fuck the people you try to act like angels are. They dirtbag motherfuckers. So don't run that shit on them motherfuckers. Snoop Dogg apologized because the dirtbag motherfuckers that run Hollywood, your people, will make it where he can't get that money no more unless he go on there and apologize. So when you're ready to talk about some real shit, holler at me, because this Vlad shit really is played out. I watched the video from this West Coast rapper I grew up listening to, Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger said, we need to start taxing these motherfuckers to go on their show. Vlad has millions of dollars off niggas. If you go on Vlad's show, you need to get a percentage of that motherfucking video you doing. You can't. All you got is your likelihood right now. Hollywood is shut the fuck down. You go on this motherfucker show, you tell this motherfucker we gonna do the paperwork where I get a percentage of what is made off this video, or you gonna pay me to go on your show. He done made enough free money off niggas. Why is everybody going on this show? And this motherfucker got bad intentions by motherfuckers who stand on real shit. Now he'll yuck and smile with you from what I see, but yo man, don't be misquoting my motherfucking people, man. I ain't never met Minister Farrakhan personally, but the man is part of my growth. He one of the first people I ever heard say some real shit that made me realize I'm not alone in this world. You know what I'm saying? So when I find out this motherfucker going around misquoting the minister, I'm like, oh, fuck this nigga. It's hands off. You see what I'm saying? So if you go on Vlad's show for free, you ain't doing nothing but making this motherfucker rich. And if you ain't coming on other people's shows doing they shit for free, or you acting funny with niggas with shows, you fucking up.
All right, so that was Corey's response on DJ Vlad. And then when you talk about the money, like I say, the only time an established entertainer or anybody should do a free interview, honestly, is if it's a major television production network or it's a major radio network. You know, you're not asking to get a paycheck if you go on Breakfast Club. The money will come because the marketing it's worth it. Vlad will call you and ask you to come on his show and don't fucking pay you. And these niggas line up and they do it. And he'll sit there and, like I said, he'll kiki laugh with you. But he first of all, the name DJ, and I guess that's all you got to do is put DJ in front of your name to get a stamp in hip hop. What records did he ever break? I was like, that's DJ what? DJ such and such. Who the fuck is this guy? You know, you didn't see his face until maybe 4 years ago. He sits there like a creep. He's kind of like, remember Inspector Gadget, the claw guy? You never seen his face? Fucking coward. That's Vlad. And sit there and lie to you with a straight face. He purposely, for clickbait, will screw up titles and misquote motherfuckers. He'll bring up old dirty niggas from 125th Street that got beef with rappers from 20 years ago, still promoting beef. I mean, he had Black Child talking about old Murder Inc. G-Unit war stories from 1999. What the fuck? All of this shit you can promote in hip-hop and you want to promote stupid shit. And it just boggles my mind. I've been so disappointed to a point where I see so many people on there and I'm like, from DL Hughley, rappers, producers, I'm like, why the John Sally, like, why do y'all continue to go up here and like, do y'all, and he's not paying. I used to think he was paying niggas to come up there. He don't pay nobody. And his net worth, you know, is like 10 million. So he's made himself a lot of money. And unfortunately, he's got one of the biggest platforms in hip hop right now. You know, he's Breakfast Club, it's Deuce and Murrow, it's a few other people, and it's Vlad. He's right up there. The hip hop culture, black culture has made him a lot of money. And you could tell when this motherfucker is off camera and doing his own fucking thing, he's sitting there laughing his way to the bank. Because these niggas just keep on coming up there. And he incriminates niggas. He asks them all kind of interrogating questions. It's like watching an episode of First 48 at times. And there's been guys, I gotta say, I've always believed that he was connected to hip hop police from day one. You know, you're not watching his show to check him out for his content. When people come to my show, to my channel, they come in to check what I got to say. People watch his shit to see what other people got to say. You know, and he'll misquote them to get clickbait, and he misquoted Farrakhan. Like I said, he went and edited, but there was no apology. He didn't apologize. He just edited it out. Fucking coward. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Fucking punk-ass DJ Vlad out here flexing his muscles. And like I say, are you more upset at him, or is it the people that constantly give him more fucking money and more clout every time they come up there?